Gen Z wanafanya maandamano.
Bila shaka, na tukisalia na hayo ya maandamano, kuna baadhi ya watu ambao walifikishwa mahakamani, na tuna taarifa hii ambayo tunafuatilia, ambapo washukiwa wanaodaiwa kuhusika na madai ya uharibifu wa mali katika kituo cha polisi cha Kikuyu na idara ya mahakama eneo hilo wamefikishwa mahakamani. Washukiwa hao ni pamoja na Peter Kawanjiko ambaye aliachiliwa wiki iliyopita na kisha kukamatwa tena katika hali isiyoeleweka. Kawanjiko ameshtakiwa pamoja na washukiwa wengine 25 wanaodaiwa kushiriki maandamano na uharibifu wa mali tarehe 25 mwezi Juni wakati wa maadhimisho ya maandamano ya Juni tarehe 25 mwaka uliopita na kifo cha Albert Ojwang. Kesi hiyo inaendelea katika mahakama ya Kahawa na miongoni mwa mawakili wa washukiwa ni vinara wa upinzani. Hebu tusikize.
The court regulates from time to time. And so with a lot of humility and respect, as my colleagues from the DPP are stating, we urge the court to regulate the conduct and the affairs of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. Now, Your Honor, if we may look at a cursory reading of the statement of facts, the persons before you cannot respond if a plea was to be taken. We have watched, as Kenyans, persons wearing the National Police uniform or insignia, vandalizing private property in the company of members of the public in Kenya. The tragedy of allowing such a charge to proceed is that even though it may be saved at the end, probably with a discontinuation or termination of the charges, prejudice will have already occurred on the persons before the court. And then proceeds to put a rider and says and. So this charge in the particulars cannot be left in isolation by saying committed a terrorist act. It has to go with the sub B, which states with an aim. Mental state, what we call mens rea, is very important because the persons before you must respond to either of the three and not all. If they had to respond to all, then in the particulars of the offense, it will have captured it that way. But, yes, that the persons before you may, oh, very well, very well, that the statement, the particulars of the offense cannot be read in isolation without the mental state, the mens rea, intended to do what? So that it says and, which is carried out with an aim, so it particularizes them in three. One is to intimidate or cause fear amongst members of the public. If I am too fast, Your Honor, you could ask me to slow down. Yes. Number two, intimidating or compelling the government or international organizations to do or refrain from any act. And lastly, destabilizing religious, political, constitutional, economic, or social institutions. Yes, yes, so that as they are responding, if they will, if the court will find that they should respond, they need to respond to a charge which is holistic, it is inclusive of what they intended to do. Now finally, what the statement of facts states, and if the court will be minded to also look at the other count 2 and count 3, they are extremely identical to count number 1, with the exclusion of the term committed a terrorist act. Now, if the court would be minded to entertain all 3 counts, what the persons before the court will be doing would be to suffer not even double jeopardy, if there's something like that. My criminal law lecturer will have to revise his manual, will be triple jeopardy. Because what it says generally is that property was damaged allegedly by the persons before you. Of great importance as I sit down, and this has not been addressed, it cannot be possible to commit acts under Porter when Article 37 exists, and the court will take judicial notice that the date that is included in the charge sheet falls squarely on a date
served by the Speaker. So there is no